Ready, action. So wait, tell me, what do you have any future goals, any aspirations as to where you want to take Zoe Jewellery next?
Mhm. It's like a funny question because I think I've gone through quite a few milestones already. Like, I was featured in Vogue. That was like such a big goal because I kept getting messages from like other companies quite early on. Um, and I was not ignoring them, but I was declining these offers because the only one I had in my head was Vogue. I was like, oh, I'd love to have a feature in Vogue. Um, so that happened quite early on. So aspiration wise, the fact that I've been able to go in self-employed, that was an aspiration. I've ticked quite a lot already. And I feel like at the minute, although I'm still in like semi in a growth stage, I think at the minute I don't like to look too far ahead
Hmm.
because also I feel like I've been very much looking back on the last like 4 years, right? It's gone in so fast. And like I sometimes go, oh, where did those 4 years go? So at the minute, aspiration wise, like maintaining this as a career is such a big one. But not looking too far that I don't forget where I am right now. That's kind of where I'm at because you do take it for granted and like little milestones every week. I'm happy with like the fact that people come on. Like I can't remember if it was you I was saying this to the other day. I'm like, I can't believe like I earn a living that people come back and buy jewelry, like that they buy that amount of jewelry from me. Because there's so many other businesses out there. But I now live a life. I'm be a bit of
Yeah.
imposter syndrome probably, but do you know I'm still quite humble in that way. But I'm like, what on earth? Like people who are in love with jewelry. Like honestly. So I'm not looking too far ahead right now because I'm just like so grateful that like this is my job.
But I think
Um
that's a great thing to have, especially in like a personal growth type way,
yeah,
because it really is about being present and celebrating the small wins.
yeah, definitely.
Sometimes it can always be like you always want more and more and more, that
Yeah,
you're never actually enjoying what you have right
yeah,
now.
exactly. That's kind of where I'm at. I think it's all I will obviously have goals in my mind, but I also don't like to say them out loud. But they don't,
You like to do
they don't
vision
happen when you
boards.
tell people.
You do
No, I
vision
also
boards, to be
have
fair.
vision board, got my vision boards, I'd love to have like a bigger office and obviously have staff one day. And, this summer I'm definitely considering taking on like interns, like paid internships from just like a younger perspective as well, like people who maybe got, like a different eye, because obviously it's just been me for this long. So I look forward to that. I've looked forward to having like a kind of sidekick, someone that can work alongside me and be like, oh, Zoe, I've thought about this and let's do that. And just, it'll be nice to bounce creativity off of somebody. So that's the goal for the summer anyway.
Love
But
that.
yeah. And there'll be obviously a summer collection. Um, I'm just in the middle of like doing last minute drawings for that because I'm always last minute, very, very, very last minute. Like some of my best reels have been like 5 minutes before I leave the house. Like those. I've not done a post because I'm not a pre-planner. I don't pre-plan too much. Like I do, I have spur of the moment ideas and I roll with them, and they've worked out so far. But I don't like plan my content far in advance either, because you can't really too much within this industry now because trends are happening and all this stuff. But I'm not if I overthink, like even with aspirations, if I overthink it, it won't happen.
Yeah,
So for me, I need to just day by day let it roll.
be grounded. Calm and
Paint the
grounded.
picture though, it's still there.
To be fair, we'll still do a bit of visualization. And you know where
Yeah,
you
like
want to go,
visualize it.
and yeah,
Yeah.
you're doing it. So tell
No,
us,
I'm
is
not.
there any new exciting things coming up? Any new ventures?
New ventures. Well, summer collection will be coming soon, and it will kind of coincide with our event, Jen, our wellness festival. Obviously, that's a big step for me and you to be doing something together. I feel like that has to be spoken about here.
Yeah, so Zoe and I have kind of put together our forces in creating the Glow and Grow Club. So the idea of it is, glow. I always think of it as glow's your section, because you're always like beauty, skin, jewelry, nails, spa, like shopping.
I
And then
bring
the
the glamour.
grow, the glamour, that's it. And then the grow is like the personal development and the mindfulness and the embodiment and
Yeah.
it's just funny. So yeah, we're creating the Glow and Grow Club, which is about not just
Into the
um
club, a community for everyone to be part of.
education. What else, Zoe? Education,
Well,
community.
education, community, wellness, and events. So
Yeah.
this event is our first, well, it's not our first event because we've done events before together, but this one I'm excited for. I think it'll be nice because we know the venue. We've got really nice. You've got obviously an amazing clientele already that are coming. Your class is pretty much full now, but it's a nice way to bring business together and people who are kind of wanting to better themselves. And I think like that'll be really nice to kind of delve into like workshop ideas. I think that's something within my personal development as well. Not so much about Zoe Jewelry, but that's probably where I'm growing and going into a new strength, which has kind of come from like being around you as well. Like I do have other skills and being able to like share that with people and share the business ideas and how to start your business and all that stuff, which I feel like you've brought that out on me, Jen, all our Tuesday mornings.
This is because I don't have a clue. So I'm like, Zoe, what do I do here? She's like, maybe change that color. Look at the font. You've not got matching fonts. Like,
Yeah.
you need this over here and that over there, and we'll use this song. And I'm like, what the?
No, and
But
I'm
you,
terrible, right? See, when I'm out and about with my mum's laughing at me these days because I'll be like that, oh, that business. I'm like, oh, see if they just change their sign. Like they could be, they've got a great business idea, but their sign is terrible. Like my mom's like, Zoe, just go in and tell them, just help them. And like it's a running joke now because everywhere I go, I keep seeing like, oh, that could be. I mean, I'm not saying I'm an expert, but I'm seeing potential in other businesses, and I want to help everyone.
but
And
you're
I feel
finding
like,
as well, a lot of people are coming to you because I'm not the only one that's asked you. There's loads of people that have been asking.
yeah, and it's so nice. It's endearing. Like it's a nice, but also it's like, oh, right, okay, I'm not the best, but I can certainly, I want to help other people, and that I think that's what our event definitely. That's where you come in and where I come in, and my business end of it is to
Yeah.
kind of bring people together and network that way. So it'll be so much fun.
Yeah, because we're hoping to do like networking for people who do pop-ups or for corporate events, or it's not just going to be like wellness and shopping, like it's actually creating a community of like-minded people, bringing them together and creating a vibe.
Yeah. I think like a workshop where people can come in and like learn from other business owners and like have a panel or something
Yeah,
where you can, take hints from people and just general community within being self-employed and coming up with ideas. So yeah,
love.
very
So Zoe, to kind of we're coming up towards the end of the episode. It's been so fab. Thank you. I feel like we should really have had like a cocktail or something.
I know.
Um,
It's cold.
no, next time. So, can you? I always like to ask because I think very much like you've said already, it's all about actionable steps. So, if somebody is looking to build a brand and they're starting from scratch,
Yeah.
is there three? Obviously, there's probably a million different things you could tell them, but if there was like three key components to just kind of starting off, or if they've already got a brand but they're trying to build it a little bit more,
Yeah.
what would be actionable steps that they could take?
Actionable steps, within reason, don't sit on it.
Yep.
If you've got an idea and you think it could work, within reason, obviously don't, I'm not saying like invest your whole house fund in it, but consider consider like, don't like listen to other people. Like I feel I'm quite fortunate. I've had people that are very much like, yes, go with it. But if you've got people in your way that are like, oh, I don't think that'll work, I don't think they're the best people around you. And I think if you really believe in something and you think it's gonna you want it to work, like give it a try. Like we're only on this earth for a short time. Like if you want to try something else, try something else, a new avenue, like just go and do it. So that's
Hmm.
probably not um other actionable steps. Um don't let like anyone else's, like what other people are doing, get in the way of what you're doing. Like I sometimes, probably now more than ever, like when I started I was like, oh, this is so fun and I know what I'm doing, and then like there's wee dips where I'm like, oh, I see other businesses doing amazing or getting opportunities, and I'm like, oh, like, oh, they're doing amazing, but I need to be on that level. Like, I think, don't compare yourself is basically what I'm trying to say. Like,
Comparison. Yeah.
so, and everyone is so guilty of it, but like, stay in your lane. Like, just concentrate on you. Don't, and it's so hard to not, especially if you're on an online business like mine. Like, you're going to scroll, you're going to look for, like content ideas, or just like in general looking at other brands. Like, don't compare yourself. Like, it will absolutely ruin you. Like, just stay in your own creativity, in your own lane. And, think out the box with your ideas. Um,
Oh,
and be
love
yourself.
that.
Be yourself. Like,
Being
yeah, like
authentic.
show up. So,
Yeah.
like, one of the things that definitely works nowadays for businesses is like you being you be the brand, like being the personal brand. Like, I'm not an influencer, I never have been any sort of influence, but I've created a space within my business for me to be personal. Whereas, you've got a lot of influencers now that go and they start brands because they've already got that following, but that's what works now. Like, there's no room for you not to be the face anymore.
Love that. So be authentic, don't
Mm.
compare yourself, and never give up.
Never give up. Just go.
Ah,
Just do it, guys.
Zoe. Woo, woo, woo. Thank you so
Thanks for
much
having
for coming
me.
on. Oh, Gal, it's been an absolute pleasure. Thank you so very much. So, just to leave, if anyone wants to get in touch or find you, where is the best place to
Yeah.
find you?
So I'm always open for business advice. I have opened this up before. People can always ask me any questions. Um, just follow my personal page for that, Zoe C. Cuthbertson, and my business page, Zoe.jewelry, is where you will find me putting on earrings. Not sure. Yeah, that's what I do.
Yeah,
Try earrings.
mostly Instagram and yeah,
Yeah,
mostly
Instagram. I
Instagram,
mean,
right?
yeah, we're tackling TikTok right now. We're trying, keeping up
You're
with
doing.
the other ones.
Oh. So yeah, guys, definitely get in touch because also Zoe, you do like you can style people's ears as well, can't you? You can tell
Yeah,
them.
I always recommend that, especially because the earrings are deceivingly small. So, like, if you aren't sure with sizing, just send me like a clear image of your ear, and I can then give you like a little like one-to-one styling advice, and I'll show the little ear models with earrings that you like on them. So it's the easiest way to get the right size because they are non-refundable for hygiene reasons.
Ah, boom,
Yay!
done. Thank you so much, Zoe. Thank you for being
Thanks for
here.
having me. Love you.
I love you. I see you soon.